After I graduated college, I worked a couple jobs in restaurants, construction, and saved as much money as I could, and then bought a backpack and hitchhiked around the world for about a year. And I spent most of my time in developing countries. And when I got to India, that was the first big one, I was completely overwhelmed by extreme poverty. I grew up in a small town in Michigan. I had no idea what was going on, the suffering and the injustice. And then I went to Nepal, and the poverty index is worse there. But I went to Nepal because I wanted to go up into the Himalayas and go to base camp at Mount Everest. And so I started trekking up into the mountains, and I don't know, I was up there for 25 or 26 days, but 5 or 6 days up, I passed through a village, and it was monsoon season, so it's raining torrentially. And the whole community is outside in the rain, singing and dancing. It's muddy. And I'm like, what is going on here? And it turns out that they were celebrating the opening of a school that they just built. You know, it was a 2-day celebration. They never went home. It was a party. It was like a joyous thing. So instead of just seeing the grinding injustice of extreme poverty, I'm seeing this joy and witnessing this enthusiasm and passion for education. And so, you know, nothing happened for me right there, but I guess a seed was planted. And I kept trekking and came back to the United States 4 or 5 months later, something like that. And I was different, you know, from these experiences. And I saw poverty in America much differently. I saw the joy and the passion that youth, like you were when you were in high school, and the change that you could make. You know, I wanted to act on these experiences, but I totally chickened out. And ironically, I went in the opposite direction. I took a job in finance for the largest financial services firm in the world. And it was a quote-unquote fast-track job, and I was glad to have it because I had never had really a job like this. And it was good, it was challenging, I enjoyed it, but something was missing. And I realized I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do, and it took me 1.5 years, but I finally got the courage up to quit that job and start buildOn.